What's up, Agents of Chaos? I'm back with a new comic review, and we're going to be talking about a very special. It's the DC All-In special. And, let's see, essentially it's the new launch of their new All-In initiative, where they're going to be, like, focusing on the new line of titles, without relaunching the already existing books, as well as launching the Absolute line of books, which is DC's new alternative to Marvel's Ultimate line. So, let's see. Fun fact, I don't know if you know this or not, but the original title for this wasn't All In. They were going with, for a while, Balls Deep, but then they decided maybe All In's a better choice. So, hey, what is All In? Now, it is written by... First off, it's written by Joshua Williams and Scott Snyder, and Josh is doing the lead on the DC Prime universe, and Scott Snyder is doing the lead writing on the Omega line. And let's see here, on the Prime Earth, Daniel Sampere is doing the art. And over here on the Absolute Omega line is Wes Craig, and I'll get to that in just a minute. So, hey, this is kind of cool. Now, as you know, as you've been watching, if you've been watching my videos for a few years, it's been a while. It's been 2012 since I was really big in DC. I've, like, come back here and there for titles here and there, but... yeah, the new 52 really did push me off, and I haven't really come back in a big way since then. I picked up a few titles here and there, but not as much as I used to be. So this is a nice kind of like flag in the sand, frankly, as for what they're doing. Now, DC the last few years haven't been doing reboots, thank God. They've been doing these initiatives. Marvel too. But the thing I do like a lot with the way DC does it is they started off with a big fat special like this, essentially planting their flag in the ground and going, this is what we're going to be doing for the foreseeable future. This is the kind of idea and themes and story arcs we want to approach, and this was kind of nicely done. Like I said, the Prime Earth, the Alpha special, is written by Joshua Williamson and Scott Snyder. And we are focusing a lot on the new Justice League, and they haven't been around. They've been kind of disbanded and not really officially been working. So the gang gets back together after that whole brouhaha with Waller, and they're like, you know, maybe we should be a little bit more cohesive. Maybe we should be a little bit more organized than we were. So they create this. It's a new Justice League Unlimited. And yeah, it's going to be right here. They have a big ad here. It's by Mark Waid and Dan Mora. They're doing a take on the Justice League Unlimited animated series, but in comics. And I kind of like that idea. It's basically, and for those of you who for some reason don't know, the Justice League Unlimited concept is basically an expansion of the Prime team of Justice League, and that actually gives us a lot more stories where we don't have to focus constantly on like a regular team of 7. We can kind of like, you know, break it up and have, you know, small teams and, you know, different characters that maybe don't always have the focus. I love this idea. So I'm actually going to be picking this up. I'm definitely picking up issue 1 for sure. And of course we got sprinkled throughout, you know, ads for their new books. And what I like is they're not renumbering the books, Marvel. They're actually, you know, continuing with the Superman book and the Batman book and the Wonder Woman book. They are relaunching with Justice League, but, you know, there hasn't been a Justice League book for a while, so that's more than understandable. So, and of course, they have this big advertisement like, oh, okay, here we go. These are the new books coming out. So, hey, this isn't just an ad for what they're doing. What's the story? And essentially, our follow-through character is Booster Gold, and Booster has been kind of like feeling a little bit down in the dumps. He feels like he is like screwed up way too many times, and it really isn't making a difference. When Superman comes to him and gives him a chance to join Justice League Unlimited, and we have this wonderful sequence where characters are being told that they're in. They get the invite. We get to see them like come to the new Justice League satellite headquarters. We get to see characters who are going to be like involved. We get a lot of Starfire. We have Oracle. Oracle is back with the Justice League. That's terrific. I love with Barbara Gordon working. And the question, and this looks like the Renee Montoya question, by the way. So I don't know if she's still police commissioner or is she done and now is just working Justice League. That's a lot of work. Commissioner of a major city like Gotham and the security chief of the Justice League. That's quite a bit. I don't know if she's getting paid for that other job. So hey, everything's really nice and kind of peaceful and wonderful. So when's that going to get screwed up? And every party needs a pooper, and that pooper is Darkseid. He shows up not just being Darkseid, but he's been bonded with the power of the Spectre. So big fight starts, and they're able to kind of figure out how to beat him. And during the fight, he's saying things to someone else, apparently. What he's saying is not really making much sense, and he apparently is destroyed while saying, thank you, Darkseid ends. So the team is like wondering, okay, what the hell was that about? So, let's investigate that. And they're able to figure out a way to track him, but there's only one way to do it, and they need a time traveler. Hey, I wonder if anybody here has any experience being a time traveler. And of course, Booster volunteers. So that leads him to this alternate weird timeline. Because fun thing is, for the time being, the DC Prime universe is cut off from the multiverse. Thank God. I know that's not going to last, but for the time being, they're cut off from the multiverse. So we can focus on one timeline for the time being. Okay, good. And that also makes the Absolute universe a little bit more unique. It's not just another one of the 52 that's out there. They can actually kind of focus and take time with it, and that's what we get into here. And the creation of the Absolute universe is, like I said, Scott Snyder is writing the lead on this one, Joshua Williams and Wes Craig, and it follows Darkseid. Wes Craig's art is gorgeous, by the way. It really does invoke some of the darker Jack Kirby work. It's like nice and like there's a lot of silhouettes going on, and it's kind of blocky. Darkseid is feeling like he doesn't matter anymore, and he is desperate to find a place and not be stuck in one universe anymore. So he goes about this mission to like find the Spectre. And jeez, man, this guy, okay, don't let anybody tell you Darkseid is not one of the most powerful beings in fiction. He goes to hell and kicks the shit out of a lot of demons and such to fight his way, and that sends him to heaven, and he goes and beats the crap out of people in heaven until let's see, he is able to finally find the Spectre, and he beats let's see, he beats Eclipso to get to him. Oh, amazing. That's when he bonds with the Spectre, and then we go into his side of the fight with the Justice League. And of course he disappears, and he gets what he wants out of this. He gets this new universe that he can create and influence, and he has won. But the characters, as always, will show up, but they have been affected by his presence, so things are different. Like Wonder Woman, for instance, is apparently raised in hell. Batman is raised without his privilege, and Superman's situation is also dark. So hope and optimism is weak in this universe. So that leads Booster to kind of like see what's going on, and I guess we're gonna be following him into this new universe. So that's what's going on, and I'll gotta say I really did enjoy this. I like the way we kind of display and explain what we're going to be doing with these titles. It's really nicely organized. I'm not confused by this at all, which I can say for past DC reboots, for instance. And the Absolute Universe is nicely explained enough, and it's very similar. It's actually very similar to Marvel's new Ultimate Universe, where a villain kind of like creates and influences their own version of the Prime Universe. Very much so. In this case, I think I like the way they set theirs up a little bit better. It's one story. It's not like a huge miniseries like the recent Marvel one did. To be honest, doing a thing like this, all it really takes is one big fat special, and that's it. That's all you need. And I really did like the way they handled this. So I gotta say, am I all in, or am I just the tip? I have to say, I'm not gonna be totally all in, because I'll be honest. While it looks like they're doing some nice work over it in the Absolute titles, I'm not, frankly, that interested. I'm not interested in Marvel's Ultimate line. So, DC's answer to that, I'm equally not interested. I have to say, I've been somewhat amused by... I know a lot of people have talked about Batman's, bulk, and that doesn't bother me. I've seen him bulked up before, depending on the artist, so that's not an issue with me. His hilariously square and rectangled bat symbol is just awful. And yeah, I know it's an axe, but I don't know. It's just visually, it's just something missing. I don't know what it could be. Oh, yeah, okay, that works. But let's see, the Superman, frankly, doesn't really grab me, and the Wonder Woman one is the most. Of course, me being more of a Wonder Woman fan these days, that's the one that's really more interesting. And also, it's written by Kelly Thompson, who did probably the best Captain Marvel run in recent years. I really love her work. I'm tempted to pick that up, frankly. But the other two titles, I'm not. I will say, Mark Waid and Dan Moore are working on Justice League Unlimited. Has me excited. I will be definitely picking that book up. Unless issue 1 is an absolute shit show, I can't imagine not continuing that. And to be honest, I kind of miss reading a Justice League title. So, and I also miss Mark Waid's books. I haven't really read too much Mark Waid in the last few years. So, and also Dan Moore's art is just gorgeous. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited about that book. I know there's a new Batgirl Cassandra Cain book coming out, so I'll definitely be picking that up. And so, yeah, this is working for me. This has gotten me excited. So I'm going to easily give this 5 out of 5 Ram Chips. Really good stuff here. Like I mentioned, let's see. I did mention Wes Craig's work, which is really gorgeous and strong work, but I really didn't talk too much about, let's see, Daniel Samfier's art. It is also gorgeous, and of course a different way, and they're both meant to invoke different feelings and ideas, and this is nice, beautiful, classic, bright superhero science fiction, and really dig the work he did on here. So yeah, all in all, I'm a pretty big fan of this issue. I think it's really good. I'll definitely be picking up some of the DC titles, and maybe the Absolute Wonder Woman, possibly. So anyway, hey, what did you think? Let me know in the comments below, because that stuff helps me. It gives me life, damn it! And you can let me know what you thought of the DC All-In. Are you all in, or just the tip? You can let me know in the comments below. You can hit the notification bell for all things Manos. You can also find me at, what am I at? Threads, Facebook, Threads, Blue Sky. I'm also still on Twitter, Tumblr, and you can support this channel at just $1 a month over on Patreon. That also supports Manos Publishing. And speaking of Manos Publishing, you can read and watch all my work on Justin Cristelli's, I almost screwed up my own name, Justin Cristelli's Substack, the Manos Publishing Substack. And you can follow me free or pay tier for more advanced stuff. So hey, I think that's all it for now, so I'm going to head out. Push the button, Lindsay.